Hello and welcome. This is Detective Lazaria. In today's session, we're going to seek those that unfortunately passed away due to heat stroke. Just based on this website we call Find a Grave, I typed in that in the bio section, and we have a listing of 2,520. So, if they did indeed unfortunately pass away from that, you can tell me your name and I can find you and share your story. So I have an app I'm going to turn on called Spirit Talker. And that thing that sounds like a typewriter that you're using is called a REM Pod with a red light. But if you get close to it, it'll actually beep almost like a telegram. Kind of like Morse code telegram. And then we have this thing that has a green light. It's called the EMF meter. If you get close to it, it either lights up to yellow, orange, or red. And those little clear round balls we call cat balls. And they will light up beautiful colors if you tap, grab, pick up, or shake. Basically make them move. So I am going to turn on that app right now and see if we get anyone who wants to share their story, if they are indeed somebody who passed away due to a heat stroke. So apparently that was something that stumbled on the news. Message. Okay, message.
Message.
So I don't know if you were sharing that message to me, like a sign, like, hey, yeah, maybe. Like sometimes I feel like they help me come up with the idea of the session. So again, this one is related to this sad reality that people pass away due to heat stroke, especially during the summer. Which would be either, yeah, either would be June, July, or August, or September. Yeah, I see you're hitting.
Hit.
Yeah, are you hitting the? They're like, we're doing Morse code, like you suggested. Dang it, I don't know Morse code, but I was trying to describe how that box, the way it sounds. And sadly, I just don't know Morse code. But did you have it where the heat hit you? One moment you're in the AC unit type thingy, you go outside, you get hit with the heat wave, and unfortunately it was just too hot. Or maybe you collapsed and fell and hit your head due to the heat. But so far it says message hit. Isn't that interesting though? What if the spirits are helping me come up with the ideas for these sessions? I just happened to again stumble upon it as I was walking by the TV, and there was a news clip on people passing because of that. I was like, that would be an interesting session. So here we are. Oh, see?
The ground.
You hit the ground because of the heat wave. So basically, this, I don't know if it's like a message or you telling your story. So this particular spirit that might be using that REM pod is letting us know that when the heat hit them, they hit the ground. Or when the heat stroke overtook them, they hit the ground. They collapsed and probably caused injury to their body or head. Oh, okay, hold on.
Miller.
A last name Miller, maybe? Let me check, okay? Well, welcome, Mr. Miller, maybe, if it's a last name. So it says right here, I just typed this in. So heat stroke is a life-threatening medical emergency. If someone has collapsed or hit the ground from suspected heat stroke, call that. So again, what are the odds of it saying literally hit the ground? I feel like we're speaking to somebody. Is it somebody who's going to be actually able to be found? Yes, 14 Millers. I have 14 last name Miller. Wow, one was 40 years old. Oh, hi. Did I find them? Samuel A. Miller? So it just says they passed away due to a heat stroke and he was only 40.
Regina.
Oh, hi, Regina. Is there another one? There might be another one. So I'm going to just list off the names if I can. There's 14. Samuel, William, John, Harla, Christopher, Bruce, May, Finis, Peggy, Margaret, Burton, Alpha, Marion, Merle, and that was it. But no Regina. But it could be Samuel coming in, or a 40-year-old person. We have, original, okay. No Regina, though. Let me try to see if Regina is a middle name.
We can knock.
Is your name Ada Regina Banks? Oh, it's apparently her husband, I think, had passed away from a heat stroke. Not her. But yeah, no attack.
Attack.
I mean, it's kind of like a heart attack where the heat attacks you, your body, making you feel uneasy, weak, dizzy, faint, trembly, out of breath, probably, thirsty, and so forth. So if you want to knock, you can. I don't know what you were trying to knock on, but there's a few items in the room. We have dressers, tables. We also have a door, a closet door, bookshelves. There are some furniture you can make a sound on, or a door. So I'm sorry to not find really a Regina, just somebody who happened to have the middle name, but they weren't the one that had passed. Sorry, that was me hitting the device. My bad. Sorry. Oh, you know what? Some people unfortunately put the heat stroke as one.
Children want to speak.
Okay, you can speak. Maybe you're the ones that passed away. Little ones may have passed away from heat stroke. It's true. No, not finding anybody with Regina. Oh, no Regina with that. . Okay.
North.
Are you informing me that your state is up north? North Carolina? North Dakota? Hmm. So again, seeking those that sadly pass away due to a heat stroke during the very hot summer months. And this is what has been said so far. And then again, maybe they can even mention some clues as to help the future people how to survive those very intense hot days. Maybe they can put that type of message on the Spirit Talker. Oh, yeah.
Hurt.
So again, I think that when you hit the ground, you must have hurt yourself pretty badly to the point where you passed away. Your injuries were too much. So either you unfortunately struck the right area of the body, like your head or your back. Mm-hmm. Yes, when it does get extremely hot, anything you can possibly touch will hurt you, especially metal. Avoid touching anything with metal on a hot day. And yes, it is kind of weird how pools have that type of hand railings, which are like metal type ones. That makes no sense to me, right? See, even the spirits don't get it. I mean, sorry, even the spirits get it. Like, what? Why do they do that? You get out a nice, cool, wet watered pool or spa or whatever, and the first thing you're going to grab to get out is that.
The house.
And yes, also regarding the house, you may not have AC. And the temperature rises to over, say, 100. Your house is like how do you say, like a microwave. And it just heats up. And without fans, fresh air when it gets cooler, of course, at night. I guess anything to do where you can get water on your body from a wet towel over your neck. This is a trick, by the way, putting an item of clothing, such as a tank top or shorts, and putting it in a freezer for a couple hours, at least an hour or so, to cool you down. I've done that before. Also, a cool shower, filling up the bathtub with just pure cold water and dipping in that. Wait, am I actually helping future people? My ideas. And the spirits are like, oh man, that's actually a good idea. Dang, why did I think of that? I don't know. I'm just rambling and helping someone. Oh, turn off all your lights. As much as possible, just turn off all the lights. That will help cool down your house because light produces heat. So just turn off the lights and maybe focus on daylight. coming through, but open just enough to come through, not a lot. Keep your blinds closed as much as possible. Oh.
I hit the wall.
So when you were in the house, in your very overly heated house, you hit the wall. So somebody hit the ground and somebody in the house hit the wall. So you got so weak, you fumbled onto the wall. Oh. I'm sorry to hear that. Were you guys, by chance, elderly? Can you give me a little... Wow.
Wow.
Are you saying wow because of how my conversation to you is making sense to you? And you're like, holy, she can understand us? And she's giving us tips for if we had been living, it would have been helpful to know all this stuff. Yeah. But yeah, I was just going to mention garages. Oh, someone's coming through. I heard it. Someone's coming. Take a right.
Take a right.
I mean, technically, that is on the right. You mean you're going to knock on that door again? Even though I couldn't hear you before? Yes? Here, I'll try to get some of that in the action. Oh, and yes, I do have AC vent right above the door. Although I save money, by the way. I use fans when I need to. And then at night, when it drops 20 degrees cooler or 10, ideally 20 degrees cooler, I open the windows. And I mean, obviously, if it's really hot, I'm going to have to fork out the AC unit and allow that money to get charged. Navy.
Navy.
Well, hello there. Somebody who was in the Navy that got struck with the heat stroke while you were working? Yeah. I don't know if this will work. I'm going to try. Can't guarantee it. Well, I mean, there's a bunch that have veterans tag on there, but I don't know if this will work. Can I have more than one? Maybe. Okay. So I went from like almost 300 to 44. I typed in heat stroke and Navy. We have 44 that sadly passed away that were in the Navy. Not during the Navy probably, but did serve in the Navy. Well, hello there. There's too many. I have Albert, Bolton, Robert, Branley. I'm just going to list the first few. John Keane, John McMillan, Frank Lilly, I'm butchering your last names. It's good when they have easy names like Robert Smith Jr., Arthur Fillery, Theodore Wilson, Arthur the Third. I'm not going to try to say his last name. And so forth and so forth. Say what? Lawrence D. Milio. He died the same day from heat stroke and cardiac arrest. Larry went to the Marines.
Guess where I am?
In my room? By the door? I mean, you said take a right. Again, you can tap these cat balls and tell me which side you're on. Are you on this side? Are you on this side? Are you near me? Otherwise, you're back there by the REM pod. So again, Lawrence kind of stands out. He was only 18, and he was in the Navy. And here's a photo of him. I don't know if this is him that was trying to come through, but the fact that there's a young one that passed away because of the heat stroke. Let me find his actual passing if I can. Even with my glasses on, I still cannot freaking read. Over?
Over.
You're over there by the door? So it says on that May 17th, where he was at, he suffered from the effects of heat exhaustion. Wow. So unfortunately, he passed away due the same day from that heat stroke and a cardiac arrest. Oh man. So again, even him being 18.
I'm not playing.
I didn't think you were playing. So again, I don't think you were playing. Unless you were in that situation where you're a group of children and you knew that it was best to not play in a very hot and on a very hot day outside. Maybe it was during the school recess, school lunch, and your kids that you hung out with want to play, and you're like, because maybe you were already feeling the effects of the heat and you knew to take it easy, but perhaps that was not enough to take it easy. You still unfortunately may have suffered from that.
Legion.
So I'm going to ignore the Legion because that's not tied to this, I don't think. Otherwise, yeah. I don't think so. Oh!
Melissa.
Melissa? Nope, no Melissa that unfortunately passed away due to that. Although I was having a session with someone and that was the daughter's name. It's very, very, very delayed. But I was like, oh, if only that name had come through during that session, it would have been... Anyways. Yeah, unfortunately, Melissa does not seem to be on here for first name, maybe the middle name. Nope. Nope. But I'm wondering if it maybe wasn't in Find a Grave.
Inject.
And this said inject fluids. So when you go to the hospital, they inject you with fluids. So yes. To help with your condition, if you were still alive, they'll bring you to the hospital and give you fluids. I'm pretty sure.
Gun.
Okay. Were you in the battles? Did you by chance hold a gun because you were fighting a war? Yeah? Because again, just picturing all those soldiers wearing those multiple layers of
My home.
clothing. Well, it said earlier the house. Now it says my home. Oh.
We want to protect you.
So I don't know if that's to me, that phrase, or to the spirits. So I don't know. Again, all I can think of is you may have been somebody who carried a gun because you were in the battlefields fighting a war. And it was very hot. What? A baby, yes. Babies, unfortunately, can also pass away very easily due to their tiny, 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 tiny bodies. That's why it's very, 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 very important to keep those babies cool and away from the heat. And that's why they always say, do not leave babies or children.
Use camera.
I am. Or put anybody in that car with the windows up and leave them in the heat. So in cases, there have been many children left in the car where they pass away due to the heat. It's literally a freaking oven. And that's why when people see a child that's still hanging on and they don't see any police in time, they have the right to break the window to save the baby.
There's a curse.
I'm ignoring that one. Unless you're referring to the curse when heat really rises with the temperature being more than 100 and, well, 100. Like, that's pretty hot. Because there have been times where it's been over 105, 110, 114, and so forth. And especially if you live near the desert. So again, what are the odds of it saying, my home, they want to protect you, including the baby? And babies are very, very much fragile to be in the heat. And again, the other thing I was worried about is somebody using the gun to end their suffering, but I don't know if that was the case. I think it was referring to someone who was in the war. Unless they were trying to protect their home by having the object to protect their home from intruders. I don't know.
Feel.
Yep. Also, again, you can feel the heat. So it just said feel. So not only are you breathing hot air, you're feeling the heat. Anything you touch is going to burn your hand if it's very, very hot. Especially if you have a car and you sit down and you happen to have shorts on and it's like, leather seats. Ow. Yeah, ow. That's happened to me a few times where I'm not too aware of how hot the seat is. And of course, it's a dark material color. And I'm like, of course.
Don't go further.
That might be referring to somebody who was trying to prevent someone from walking even further than they were. And that person can sense that that one wasn't doing too well from the heat. And they're like, don't go any further. Stay close. Yeah, maybe that's what was happening. A residual phrase said to a spirit. But the trick, by the way, if you are one of those unfortunate people with those type of cars with the leather seats that have the dark color, put a towel over that seat
You are enough.
Thank you. So again, put a towel, not a wet towel, just a regular plain towel that's been in your house, and use that as a little comforter, comfy barrier between you and the hot seat. It's kind of funny when you say hot seat. But yes.
Tainted.
Tainted. Tainted. And also stay hydrated, right, spirits? Can I get an amen? Stay hydrated during the hot days. A little REM pad action, cat ball, EMF meter to maybe orange or red. Is one of the hints to stay alive is to stay hydrated. That can just be like anything liquidy that's cold, but ideally, water, maybe iced tea. I would avoid anything that can dry your, like dehydrate you. So basically, don't have iced coffee, don't have beer, don't have alcohol. Just keep it simple. So again, just, a nice lemonade, water, iced water, iced tea. Oh, thank you.
You are strong.
I feel like they're either trying to say this to a spirit. You are enough. You are strong. You will get through this very hot, hot, hot day. We believe in you. You can do it. But don't go any further. So I'm not sure if any of my viewers have experienced that feeling where they knew that they were in some serious danger and they knew they'd find anywhere to get cooled off before it got worse. If so, let me know in the comments below. And let me know how you guys enjoying this session. Again, it's just, I happened to walk by the TV. That was one of those.
Be careful in here.
That too. Whoa. Someone lit up the EMF meter a couple times. Another message from them, be careful. Wherever you're at, just be careful. Whether you're out in an event. So basically, there's a lot happening right now. It's called the World Cup.
Recording.
Yes, I am recording. You said use camera, and I already said yes, I was. And yes, I am recording. So we have, again, a very, very famous events thing happening called the World Cup with the football. And it's unfortunately continuing in July. So there are some areas that are going to be very hot. And I just hope that whoever goes to watch the games stay cool, hydrated. And I don't know if they would ever cancel it because, again, the players are also at risk as well. Oh, right. So I was trying to say, as I was walking downstairs, the TV had the news on, and that just mentioned heat stroke. People have sadly passed away because it's the number 1K. And I was like, what?
Warmth.
Exactly. Warmth. Well, more like HOT. But yes, the temperature can definitely be very warmth to you, but even more than that. So I think they were giving me a sign. It's weird. And they're like, we're going to make Detective Lazaria do a session for us because we want to come through. Is this helping you as well as you think helping the future people to stay, cool during those hot days? Like little tips to relieve themselves from the heat? I mean, I don't know. How do you explain hit the ground, the home, or the house, hit the wall, as if they had fallen, collapsed. Yeah. And like I was mentioning earlier, the temperatures are extremely hot in those dry areas like the deserts, such as Arizona, Nevada. Really? Seriously? Who's behaving like that? Well, you have to prove to me that it was actual spirit and not something silly being spewed. But yeah, I just said the A word. So I don't know. I might give it a couple more minutes, but I probably have to, unfortunately, go. Oh, okay.
Holy Spirit.
Well, again, that's who we're trying to speak to, a spirit that has unfortunately passed away due to the heat stroke that they had endured on a very very hot summer. I was trying to say summer and hot at the same time. And, well, guess what? We're in summer now, July. And that's a very, very intense month with the temperature starting to rise, as well as August and September. The pit.
The pit.
Well, either you're referring to people mashing together in an event where they call it the pit, and the body heat rises, because when you guys tend to be very close next to each other kind of thing, people's body temperatures make it very hot on top of the already high temperatures. So that's why concerts, events, sports events, anything that you can unfortunately become very tight in, crowds, that can also cause heat strokes. So did somebody pass away due to that too? You were maybe like in a marsh pit crowd and you passed away because of that. Could have been a concert, one of those big high parade events. 4th of July parade, duh. So was anybody in the 4th of July parade and it was a very hot day on that day? I don't know. Sorry, I adjust myself. Watch out.
Watch out.
So again, you're referring to watching out for any signs that someone might be having a heat stroke. So you can see in their body language that they're not doing well. The first thing I can say is if you have that extra spare water and you can hand it to that person, do it. That might help them, especially if they don't have the water. And then find a way to bring them to some type of cover from like the heat, so like shade, or bring them inside a room. That's obviously cooler. I'll also call, that number, that 3-digit number. I'll do it. If you see somebody that needs help too. Okay, I'm going to tap a capel since I don't know if they know how. They know how to use that. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch the tiger by toe. So it's kind of like the emergency light colors. Maybe they remember seeing that when their spirit, unfortunately, left it out of the body. So, like I was saying, oh, okay.
I'll use my voice.
Okay. I'm not able to hear your voice. I'm sure you're somewhere here. Oh, again, not sure how many people get this far, but maybe you can comment below. What was the highest temperature your town or city has ever experienced? What was the highest temperature? The highest record temperature? Comment that below. I'm curious. And also, how did you survive that very hot day? Were you lucky and you were able to work in an AC unit? Ooh, I just thought about that. People who are traveling in their cars and say, unfortunately, their AC was not working because it's an older car. You get stuck in traffic on a very hot day. No, I do not.
Do you like Satan?
Nope. But again, because of the heat stroke, being hot, they're like, let's mention that. Otherwise, it's just a random spew. So I'm going to have to, unfortunately, wrap it up here. Sorry. Just like I was mentioning how you have to stay hydrated. I was trying to stay hydrated. And I'm pretty sure people understand what I have to, unfortunately, end it for. But yeah, I think that was an interesting session. Not much activity. So this makes me know that not all the time will the spirits use the REM pod the entire time or capsules all the time. They're more focused on one thing or the other, or maybe two things. So today it was probably the spirit talker and the EMF meter, and a little bit of the REM pod, which is fine. But again, it was an interesting session because some of the stuff made sense in regards to somebody who may have suffered a heat stroke. And unfortunately, yes, the names that I did type in didn't come through this Find a Grave with that type of keyword search.
Wisdom.
And also, yes, I did share some ideas, some tips for those living in very hot temperature areas to keep cool and stay hydrated and stay alive. And obviously, if you see anybody in a car unattended, a child, a baby, you find something heavy and you break that window and you save that child or baby. I'm pretty sure, Google it first, but I'm pretty sure it's the law now. Especially a hot dog. Sorry, especially an animal like a dog being stuck in the car. You too have probably the right to break the window.
I'm only 7.
Oh, so a 7-year-old unfortunately passed away due to the heat stroke, and I'm trying to end it? Of course. And my bladder will have to wait. Yeah. Okay, I'll try to type it in. Unfortunately, I got a lot of people that are saying when I put in 7, July 7th or August 7th.
Go away.
Go away? Aw. They're trying to tell me to go away because they can sense that I have to really go. Okay. It seems like the 7-year-old too. Well, again, to the 7-year-old, thank you for at least letting me know you were here. You can play with the kitty cat balls, the REM pod. And I'm going to turn that off, by the way. But I have to get going. Sorry. Again, I don't know if you are indeed somebody who was 7 years old and they're going to show that in here, but yeah. There's too many. Unfortunately, it's all weird. Unless I do one more thing. Hold on, let me try something. I don't think this will work, but it's worth a shot. Nope. Yes. Maybe? Will your name Kenyan? We have this one right here. So it says that he may have suffered, sorry, let me fix this. So here's the child who is 7 years old, Kenyan, if I can. again, it says the county and state officials are, this is something, yeah, it's cut off. So again, I don't know if this is them, but I did finally find a 7-year-old and has a little bit of an article. And it just mentions in his find a grave. I'm pretty sure it's going to mention, hold on, I know I have to go. Oh.
Not friendly.
So yeah, they were passed away due to the heat. 1:30 in the afternoon at the home. Anyways, so there you go. I can always revisit the topic again. I don't know if I want to do it on a hot day. Probably more on a cooler time, like it is now. All right, this is your detective, Lazaria, signing out. Peace, love, and eternity. Keep cool. Bye.